everybody, and happy April Fool's Day. I'm ThatKidDouglas, aka the Hero, and I'm in a different location, obviously. I'm not at Third Echo and 18 Studios. And no, I was not kidnapped by aliens, I was not probed. I'm with my best friend Eric Hugh, otherwise known as Kinrai Ku, and today we're actually doing a video titled Why We Love Pixar Animation, which is, I guess you could say a sequel to the one we did last year titled Why We Love Disney Animation. And we've been meaning to do it for a while, we just never got around to it, you know, because we're lazy procrastinators. Anyways, that's beside the point. So, the reason I love Pixar Animation Studios is really because they think they make films that appeal to everybody. It's not just kids, not just adults, but to really the kid in all of us. And to tell you the truth, the first Pixar movie that I watched was Toy Story. And this is around 1998 to 2000. I'm not exactly sure the year in which I watched Toy Story because it was so long ago. But I remember watching Toy Story and being blown away. Because I'd been so used to Disney animation and the whole 2D, hand-drawn type of style. So when CGI was introduced into the field of animation, I was like blown away. Toy Story for its time was revolutionary. Nothing else looked like it at the time. And I mean, yeah, today it looks kind of dated. It looks kind of bad, but I mean, for its time, it was like amazing. It was utterly amazing. But it was more than just the visuals. It was really the story and the characters and the sense of friendship that really got me in. And it was actually a popular favorite in my elementary school class, and we watched it a lot. I think we watched it so much that I'm surprised the tape didn't wear out. I mean, it was like crazy. And from there, I watched A Bug's Life and Toy Story 2 and Monsters Inc. And I pretty much looked forward to anything Pixar made. I was like down for it. Literally, I watched the Monsters Inc. VHS so much that the tape almost wore out. I love that film, and to tell you the truth, it got me through some pretty hard times, through some pretty dark times, you know. And what Pixar manages to do, I think better than any other animation studio out there, is that it manages to blend comedy, drama, and action and make it one seamless experience, with the exception of a few films, you know, like Cars 2 or Brave or Monsters University. Even though I like that one, most of Pixar's output is pretty good. It's amazing. And not only are they some of the best animated films of all time, but really some of the best overall films of all time, you know? Like, I can watch a Pixar movie, and I know I'm going to be guaranteed a good time. Even with the ones that are not as good, it's still a good time, you know? And when you see that Hop and Lap logo, you know you're in for something truly special. And also, they're pretty damn emotional, which I don't know why they do that. I mean, they want to make us cry. I don't know. Eric, like, why do you love Pixar so much? I mean, because you're just as much of a Pixar fan as I am, and we've known each other for, like, almost a decade. So, what in particular do you like about Pixar? Or
The reason I love Pixar is because whenever I watch one of their finest movies, I always feel good. They're like the quintessential feel-good movies of all time. I mean, I mean, every single one of these movies. I mean, I don't know. It could be like a talking toys. I mean, toys coming to life, and and I just have fun with it. No, it ain't. There's nothing, and like, it doesn't scare you. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy. There's a movie about monsters. And you actually sympathize and care for these big guys. Bugs life. You know, normally we hate bugs, and when they come across our territory, we just want to pound them. But but these bugs, they're entertaining, cute, and it's just charming all around.
mm-hmm.
There's and, and most of the time when they're well,
They're like really good. Yeah, it's like
they take something that you wouldn't expect to like make you feel comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Oh, these are concepts that would, in real life would be just so unnatural.
Weird. Like when you look at a movie like Inside Out, it's about 11-year-old girl and about emotions. You'd be like, how the hell is that gonna work in a movie? How the hell can you make a movie about emotions? And they nailed it.
Yeah.
So they really take these concepts that people have already made films and TV shows about, but they do it in such a way that they manage to make it fresh and exciting again. So it really makes you feel like you've watched a movie for the very first time about toys or bugs or monsters or fish or emotions. It's really amazing. And I think what I also love about it is to really getting to share it with a new generation. And because I actually watched Inside Out with my little cousins back in the summer of last year, and it was so great to see them watch a Pixar film, I mean, and them getting to love it as much as I did, because I grew up with Pixar. It was pretty much my childhood. So seeing them grow up with those movies to me warms my heart, because, and it's not because they take an interest in what I like, being their cousin, but also because I like to hope that they genuinely enjoy these films, and that hopefully it can get them through some hard times, and it can show that, sometimes it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be happy. It's okay to have all different types of emotions, but I think they're always great. And what's really awesome is that they actually have a Monsters University Cup. I actually saw that, and when I saw that, that made me so proud, because I know that I've taught them well as their cousin, you know, that I've exposed them to stuff they're good, that are amazing, and stuff that doesn't talk down to them, stuff that doesn't treat them like they're idiots, but stuff that are really challenges them, and stuff that's overall really intelligent. And I know some people would think, oh, you're just a bunch of 21-year-old nerds that love kids movies, but these are more than just kids movies, and we've talked about this before. Eric refers to them as family entertainment films, which is really what they are, is family entertainment films. And I know we look weird watching these type of films, because people think, oh, those are just for kids. Why do you guys still like them? I mean, you know. But I tell people is that it appeals to both kids and adults. And Pixar is more than just like a company, an animation studio. They're a pop culture phenomenon. Literally, you can go up to anybody, and they'll know what Pixar is. Like, literally, you can go up to anybody and say what Pixar is. They can tell you. I mean, like,
Yeah. Yeah, these movies are incredibly mature. I mean, yes, like on posters and like I don't know banners, they may be advertised with like lots of colors and big smiley faces, um, but yeah, the benefits of looking underneath the surface.
yeah.
That that's that's one way to define Pixar films.
And in a lot of ways, like, because I know a close friend of mine, she actually had the Monsters Inc. DVD, and I saw this, and I said, "Oh, you have good taste. You like Monsters Inc." And she tried to play coy, like, "No, I don't really watch that. That's for kids." But I knew, and she's like really into Halo and stuff like that. But I could tell deep down inside she loves that movie, but she doesn't want to admit it. And it is really sad that there's this perception that you can't like these supposed kids movies, or that you're weird if you like them. I think that's utterly ridiculous, and I think we should really kind of just completely dismiss that notion, because these films are for everybody. Okay, maybe with the exception of the Cars films, but still, these films, majority of Pixar films, are for everybody, and everybody can enjoy it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like my cousins were watching Ratatouille like a few days ago, and I hope they like it. I mean, and like, so, and it doesn't matter who you are. Like, Inside Out really made me rethink my whole proportion on life and the people around me. And while I don't cry at these movies because I have a strong emotional uh figure, a strong emotional weight, but it still warms my heart. And literally, when I came out of The Good Dinosaur, this is how powerful. And I don't think The Good Dinosaur is as good as most of Pixar's output. When I walked out of the theater, I could hear a child crying. I literally did. Like, they were like visibly sniffling. And it really goes to show that these films can really touch the emotions of everybody. Hell, my cousin was crying at Inside Out, and she's like almost 30, so.
Yeah, these are movies that can get you right there. They are intelligent. They're emotionally powerful. They appeal to just about any audience.
Yeah.
and they can teach life lessons that you can. And but and worth noting is that these can be all this, and and they didn't have to be grim dark or have swear words or
No.
or blood or intense violence.
Oh yeah, and I guess I should mention this. One more thing I mention here is that I guess a lot of people lament the fact that Pixar is a subsidiary of Disney and that Disney's trying to Disneyfy Pixar, but really, with a few exceptions, Pixar is really still Pixar. They're still putting out quality work. I mean, yeah, Disney Animation is really killing it right now, but Pixar is really still Pixar. And I know a lot of people are nervous about Finding Dory or Toy Story 4 because these franchises are so beloved, but I hold out the hope that they'll be good. At least I hope they'll be good. If they suck, I'll be crushed, I'll be really crushed. But I just trust them to put out something really great. And I think Pixar, in a lot of ways, is even stronger being a part of Disney than they ever were, independently. And it's just really amazing to see how far they've come from like a small computer hardware company into like one of the animation studio of the modern era. It's like it's just insane, and it's, to me, I think at the most it's gotten me through some dark times, some hard times. And when I made that video on how I met Eric and I used "You've Got a Friend in Me," that should show you how powerful these films are, that I would use a song like that. And it's really because it can go with anything. It can really, they can get you through friendships and relationships and just anything that you're going through, and it can make you feel good about yourself. And I think that's why we love these films and love this company as much as we do. It's because I think they just teach us that it's okay to have a good time, and it's okay to still be a kid at heart, and like, and despite everything that are in these films, we can see them for what they are, and that they're genuinely good films. They're not just great animated films, they're just great overall films. And the world is a better place for having Pixar Animation Studios in it. And I hope and it's their 30th anniversary this year, and I hope they exist for many, many more years beyond that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, happy 30th anniversary, Pixar.
Happy 30th anniversary.
And you've given us some great times. You've really gotten us through some of the most difficult times in our life, and it really made us laugh and cry and really rethink life. And for that, we salute you. So, anyways, that's all we gotta say. This is ThatKidDouglas, aka the Hero, and that was Fusion Storm Rider.
Me.
And remember to stay classy and don't forget to be awesome.
Catch you later.